Welcome to the channel, and today we'll be talking about Not Alike, the one scene on Kamikaze that balls greatness. Not Alike is produced by Take Keith and interpolates Look-Alike by Blockboy, JB, and Drake, and continues Eminem's assault on mumble rap by showing listeners how easy it is to recycle flows and lyrics to make a mumble rap song. Before we dive in deep into the lyrics, remember to subscribe if you're new to the channel and turn on notifications. Eminem starts his verse by going at now mumble rapper MGK, who went on a press run about Eminem's daughter and who also sneakily dissed Eminem on Tech Nine's No Reason that released earlier in 2018. Eminem states that MGK's lyrics don't match his lifestyle, and Eminem makes fun of his credibility.
You say you affiliated with murderous killers. Hey! The people you run with are thuggin'. Hey! But you just a wannabe gunner. Hey! Like you was gonna do something.
Eminem refers to MGK as a wannabe gunner in that bar, and the gunner is actually the title of the first song of MGK's Bloom album that released in 2017. Of course, I have to point that out since I don't expect many to know that, since not many people knew MGK before the beef. In addition, gunner also means going to, and Eminem follows that bar with like he was gonna do something. So MGK puts up a tough act when in reality, it's not about that life, and Eminem expands on this in the next bars.
You ain't never even been charging connection with battery, bitch. You ain't plugged into nothing.
Despite the whole tough act and criminal connection, MGK has never even had charges pressed against him for nothing, and even Eminem, who's never claimed to be a gangster or shooter, was on probation for years when he was accused of pistol whipping John Guerra, and Eminem even described the incident in Sing for the Moment where Eminem claimed he used his fist. Furthermore, Eminem plays on words linked to electricity, like charged, connection, battery, and plugged, to describe MGK's false claims to be affiliated with criminals. Eminem then continues by stating that he spits lyrical bullets, unlike Man Bun, who Eminem has referred to as a machine gun without bullets in the more recent Kill Shot, and Eminem moves on to use a pull-up bar to describe how he's way above MGK.
If you're gonna roll up with your gang, you gonna need an arsenal, cause this bar is over your head, so you better have arms if you're gonna pull up.
While doing the pull-up exercise, the bar is above the head, and you have to use your arms to pull yourself up, and Eminem plays on this to elaborate. Arms also mean guns, and if MGK is going to approach him as in pull up on him, he better bring the guns. I watch football, which Americans refer to as soccer, and Arsenal is also an English football team who are also known as the Gunners. So Eminem could additionally be stating that MGK is gonna need a whole football team which is made up of 11 players to approach him, and the bar of the goalpost in football is also over the heads of the footballers. Eminem then moves on to state that if MGK wanted to come at him, he should have done so upfront rather than drag Tech Nine into it, because Eminem is cool with Tech Nine and has done 2 songs with him so far.
But next time you don't gotta use Tech 9 if you wanna come at me with a submachine gun.
MGK probably thought Eminem's silence throughout his press run about Haley was a form of weakness, and this probably gave him misplaced confidence, and Tech Nine has already stated that he was unaware of MGK's diss aimed at Eminem on No Reason. Eminem in that bar meant a couple of things that all make sense. For one, if you want to come at me with a submachine gun, firstly describes how MGK came at Eminem on the track with Tech 9, and the gun Tech 9 is literally a submachine gun. In addition, MGK's name translates to Machine Gun Kelly, and Eminem is also implying that MGK is below the standard of what he claims to be, so MGK is subpar and below average in reality. Furthermore, the diss aimed at Eminem on No Reason was a subliminal diss. Eminem then finally comes out about who this verse is directed at, and even MGK's name reveal also has a couple of meanings. Eminem is not just the GOAT, he's the Einstein of rap.
And I'm talking to you, but you already know who the fuck you are, Kelly.
Not many people knew who MGK was before Rap Devil and Kill Shot, so this name reveal still went over the heads of fans, especially those living outside the United States, and Eminem says R. Kelly, which also refers to R. Kelly. Remember, Eminem's daughter was a minor when MGK was tweeting about her being hot as fuck, and we all know that R. Kelly has been accused of sexually exploiting minors, so Eminem pretty much reveals MGK's name while also suggesting that MGK is a pedo. Eminem then jogs MGK's memory to remember what happened to Ja Rule if he thinks talking about his daughter is a good idea.
Just in case you forgot, really, you need your memory jarred like strawberry or pineapple, apricot jelly.
Ja Rule brought up Haley's name in a diss song aimed at Shady's crew back then, and Eminem pretty much ended him with Do Re Mi, and Ja in that bar is how things are preserved over time. So Eminem is stating that that's how the memories of MGK will be preserved from here on out if he thinks beefing with him is a good idea. He'll only be remembered as the guy that lost it all like Ja after beefing with Eminem, and the decline has already begun based on MGK's binge performance. Eminem previously referred to MGK as a submachine gun, but takes things further by metaphorically putting a silencer on this machine gun.
Let me put a fucking silencer on this little non-threatening blonde, very cornball taking shots at me.
Putting a silencer on a gun reduces the sound when the gun is fired, so Eminem plays on this by describing how he intends to handle MGK by silencing him lyrically. And in the bar that follows, Eminem states, "Break yourself like Rocksteady Crew." Rocksteady Crew were a hip-hop group known for their breakdancing, and break yourself, going by the Urban Dictionary definition, is to want someone to submit when they're in a position of disadvantage. So Eminem is stating that Kelly better give it a rest before he ends up hurt. Eminem then reminds MGK about his track record and then suggests that MGK's only hope to get him to stop stomping him to the ground will be to call his boss Diddy for help.
Only time you'll ever say I lost, you'll be talking about Fetty Wap, better call Diddy, just to try to get me off and you better.
I lost and I lost are homophones, and Fetty Wap lost an eye because he was born with glaucoma, and the doctors were only able to save one eye. How I translate this is Eminem referring to the only battle is lost so far, which was at the beginning in the Rap Olympics before he was then saved by the doctor who we all know as Dr. Dre. Eminem was going through life struggles before he met Dre, and based on the fact that he had to reinvent himself as Slim Shady, he was bound to stir up controversy with his lyrics.
So Dre my soul in and told him the moment he saw me that I'd be the most hated.
And since it came out, it's definitely been the most hated in hip-hop because of his lyrics. But Eminem is fine with his villain status in the public, and the hardships of life made him this way. Eminem then goes on a flow with words that have several meanings that are linked to the O.J. Simpson case. What Eminem simply means is that he's killing it with his flows and lyrics, and you can't get him just the same way O.J. got away with murder charges and was acquitted of the murders of Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman. Rolaids is a drug for the relief of heartburn and acid indigestion, and offering Rolaids to Goldman is Eminem pretty much stating that even when his opponents are dying, he offers no help and makes their condition even worse. Before that bar, Eminem stated,
I fucked on the world and I fucked with a Trojan.
And this can also be linked back to the metaphorical play on the story of O.J. Simpson. At college, O.J. played for the USC Trojans, and it is also important to add that Trojan is a brand of condoms, so Eminem is implying that he's fucked the world and thrown away the condom. You use a condom to avoid unplanned pregnancy, which could also explain why Eminem hates clones and copycats of him. He's not in the game to get bastards like MGK, which is why he metaphorically uses a condom. Eminem considers him and Royce to have things in common, and Royce even appeared on his Slim Shady LP that released in 1999, and they go way back.
I consider me and Nickel identical, but not us. The only thing we have in common is I'm a dick and you suck.
Nickel is Royce's nickname, and Eminem here is playing on the words dick and suck to describe what he has in common with MGK. This is Eminem implying that only with that metaphor do they have something in common. He's a dick and has been viewed as a villain by the media since the very beginning, and MGK is just a subpar rapper that sucks both figuratively and literally according to Eminem, and Eminem ends the verse by displaying his rhyming ability and also giving a shout out to Young Thug in the process. The whole verse, like many in Kamikaze, were seeds, but this one was planted as MGK took the bait by responding with his style of a substance rap devil that sounded more like a prayer than a diss song. This resulted in the proof of greatness known as Killshot that basically destroyed MGK along with some casualties like YouTube on the day of its release. If you'd like to support the channel, consider donating to our PayPal at the link in the description of this video. Thanks for watching, leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this.